Thank you very
Lovely
much.
to have you. Welcome to Sundance. Did you just get here?
Second time,
Second
but it's
time?
the first time I've actually had a film in Sundance. So my film Excision is going to play tomorrow night at the Egyptian at midnight. And in honor of it happening, I dyed my hair red 3 days ago.
I noticed that.
I've been red before. I think last time I was red was about 9 years ago. But my husband had a good time when he came home and he found the redhead in the kitchen. He's like, oh, the redhead I married. 10 years next month.
Wow, congratulations.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it does. I mean, it's pretty funny.
10 years, I mean, in Hollywood too.
I know.
That's like-
I believe I've been fucking the same guy for 10 years. I mean, am I allowed to say fucking? Fucking.
You are now.
Yeah.
So it's been a while.
Wow, that's been
Yeah.
a journey underneath it all.
Underneath it all. So I never know what I'm going to get with you, you know?
Well, I try to keep people guessing.
Yeah, you do that.
This has been a really interesting 6 weeks for me. I have new dance music out. I'm on Traci Records, and my song Last Drag has spent the last 6 weeks in the top 10. And I've been battling it out with Beyonce and Katy. It's really amazing.
Yeah.
I'm just so happy that for those fan support and Sirius Radio 20 on 20 added it, and they've been amazing. And so it's crossing over and more pop, and I'm really excited about my music, and I'm excited about the movie, and I think that Ricky Bates directed this film Excision, and there's some great people in it. Anna Lynn McCord plays one of my daughters. I've got 2 daughters in it. Ariel Winter and my friend John Waters is in it, and that was a lot of fun. Malcolm McDowell. Just this zany, fantastic cast and this very strange script. And I have a fantastic role in it. Yes, it is.
What's the name of the album?
I don't know yet. I'm in the process of recording right now. I'm working with Traci Records. They're fantastic. I had, music out, of course, in the 90s, like 95, 96. And over the last couple of years, I've contributed to a lot of soundtracks and television shows. But this is my first, full-length album in... Wow, 10 years. So it's been delivered. I've been really working on my acting career, but I also just to have the freedom to create and the distribution of a record company without being stifled.
Yeah.
I mean, the internet is a blessing in that respect.
Not
But don't be
everybody-
fooled. It's
yeah?
not
It's not
easy.
easy. No.
No, God, no.
What's the trick?
It's like rolling the big boulder up the hill, the mountain. I have an amazing team around me. I have an amazing team around me. I have amazing people around me, and I'm absolutely relentless in my pursuit of what I want. I have an issue.
You do?
Yeah, I have a very frisky Twitter digit finger, and I tweet like a mad person, and I think that they truly should install a breathalyzer on the phone so that you don't tweet when you're maybe feeling a little too free. I'm not.
Now,
I'm very good about putting down my phone and behaving.
Okay.
But, sometimes you just feeling wild or whatever. And
Yeah.
you can, oops. I have a friend that accidentally tweeted a nude picture of herself the other night. She thought she was instant messaging her boyfriend, but it was a naked picture.
Worst nightmare. That would be my worst nightmare.
Maybe that's what happened to
But
me.
I guess if I had her body, I don't know that I...
Well, on the plane on the way here, I was reading, I think, Vanity Fair, and there's a fabulous article about Lady Gaga. And whether you're a Gaga fan or you're not, I mean, her music doesn't necessarily speak to me. But she speaks to me. I think she's fabulous. Just what she says and how she is. And my point is that there are these great fashion, outrageous. How many people do you know that can wear a bird on work? Exactly. But there's a gorgeous nude of her in there. And with no apologies, with nothing. And there's nothing vulgar about it. It's just, hi, here I am. Yeah, here's every part of me. Maybe in different times in your life you feel like showing the world every part of you. There's Twitter, there's Facebook. At the moment, I don't. But I can look at that and go, oh, okay, I can dig that. I get why there. I prefer nice lighting now and candle it. You're 40, you can be fabulous, you can be fit, you can have your yoga body, you can have all that stuff.
Right.
But you don't necessarily want to walk out in the bright
Yeah.
light of daytime and go, oh, check it
Yeah,
out.
exactly.
Nope.
Do you do that? No.
I have done that, but it's one of the things, it was one of my New Year's resolutions to not worry about that part of it, because it is absolutely the most stifling thing you can do as an artist, to worry about what you're going to get back. That's not why we do what we do. And I have to remind myself of that constantly, because it's difficult being criticized. It is definitely, you feel it. It doesn't just go right through me. I wish I had thicker skin. You would think that I would, but I don't. But I also have big balls. I'm just saying.
I love that. But you're right. You make a really good.
About 2 weeks ago.
It really.
It comes in layers. You think
Yeah.
you're there, you think you've got something, oh, well, I'm not going to do that anymore. You think you have it wired, and it changes again.
Yeah.
And it's constant. Yeah, but does it stay? Does it last? Or is it going to change again?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Is it acting? What do you love?
It's creating. And in whatever and every form, whether it is sitting down and writing a song, whether it is creating some ridiculous monstrosity paper creation with my son, whether it is, creating a film, doing a film. I think the director bug bit me several years ago. I directed my first short film. I'm definitely seeing myself going more into writing and directing and producing, creating. I'm interested in the overall outcome of things, and I mean that in every way. With clothing and products and stuff, I'm interested in that world of creating stuff. I'm going to try to keep my hair from falling, and I'm going to hope it doesn't rain on my ensemble. And I'm going to do a bunch more interviews and hope that people go and see Excision. It gets picked up. It gets a nice distribution deal. It's important to me because I think that it's one of the most powerful performances that I've given, and I'm grateful to have had the opportunity to do that. Because I can do that. No, people they do double takes, triple take. They're not quite sure. It's interesting. One of my best known roles was as Raquel the Vampire in Blade, and I was flaming red. So, I mean, it depends on who it is.
Yeah.
Well, I hear, "Hey, Jessica Rabbit." I'm like, "Oh, okay,
That works too.
that does work." Where's my red dress?
Well, Traci, it was really lovely to sit and talk to you. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you so much. Because usually you're working 14, 16 hours. There's a lot of nights involved. So it's dark, it's creepy, there's blood. In this particular film, there were no monsters or things lurking.
Oh, worse.
It's pretty intense. I mean, but this film is a psychological, the horror in it and the gore in it. It's, to me, what happens in the movie and the relationship and why the characters do what they do is much more horrific than, some of the gross out stuff that happens. But my daughter, I have 2 daughters in it, and my older daughter does some really just disturbing things. And it's just that whole journey of, what do you do if you have a child that is like this?
I have thought of that, actually.
What causes them?
Yeah.
What drives them? He's amazing.
Yeah. You love being a mom?
I was very surprised to be a mom. My husband and I went to Las Vegas, but it was a wonderful surprise. And it's been, I think every working mother that I know will say this, I don't know how I do it. I don't know how women do it. I don't know how they do it with more than one child. It's such a huge, overwhelming, wonderful, beautiful, but with work and career and, being responsible for another human being is really intense.
Has being a mom...
And a marriage.
Yeah, right?
And trying to be fabulous.
And a redhead.
What am I thinking?
What excites you?
It's changed me in every way. I think I was always really connected, for whatever reason, to, children, and just, I had that in me. But I thought about having a family, but there was always a reason not to do it yet, especially in Hollywood.
I hear that.
There was a film, there was a this, there was a that, you have to be a size 0, all that stuff, And I wish I had done it sooner. I'm glad that I didn't, because I have a great husband. And if I'd done it with the wrong person, I think it would have been really, really difficult. I don't know how people do it alone, but it's definitely made me, it's just changed me emotionally and made me want to do roles that are both wackier and zanier and funnier in the comedy to darker and just more layered.
That's interesting. I wouldn't expect
it
that.
makes me think, what will he think? And I think that a lot, Mike.
Yeah.
Yeah. And, past nakedness, what do you do with that? There's all kinds of questions to ask oneself. And there are many different answers. No, please God, no. As long as I can keep him innocent, definitely. But, there are certain things that you just can't hide from your children. So you try to educate them and give them the information as it's age appropriate, and hope they love you anyway, because not everybody's perfect.